Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Rell on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. Now we'll get you down to University of Phoenix Stadium for this matchup.
'49ers Cardinals coming up on EA Sports. Wrap up the regular season with today's Week 17 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms on the scene. This matchup today is a unique one. It's about as much about being healthy as it is about winning the game as the postseason is looming. How about it? How important will it be to win here today?
Jim, you're right. It is a unique one, but we see it more and more in the NFL. Teams that get down the last one or two games of the year where they've clinched a playoff spot. How do you approach the game? Play your starters. Give them a chance to go out there and excel. But you also, as a head coach, got to know when that time is up and take them out of the game to keep them healthy.
The Cardinals are ready to run back this kick. And Nick Novak is ready to get this one started. Down at the 24.
And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future.
A special moment, Phil, as the single season rushing record has now been reset.
Oh man, what a special moment is right. How exciting for the running back to set a record like this for the team and the organization. Think about his mom and dad and his wife and kids, everybody. Man, what a great moment. Enjoy it.
First down here after the run.
Get ready.
They'll go ground. Tackle down right around the 48.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second and short. They call his name again. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
We talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one. And right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
And here's the toss. That brings the play to an end. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense. This is one of the better offensive units. It's now second down. Full house formation. Another carry here. Brought down at the 41-yard line. Here's how the 49ers defense. It's a unit that knows how to stop the opponent's rushing attack. Running formation here. Offense in the full house set. Back to him. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Some of the best players on the field are outside linebackers. They can rush the passer. And how about this play this time against the outside run? Shows power, strength, and athletic ability. Gets in there and stops that play for no gain.
Get ready.
The Cardinals snapping at the 41. Right back to him. One more time. Gains 11.
The risk paid off that time for the coach. He goes for it on fourth down, and the offense picks it up. That'll give you some momentum.
Get ready.
First down and 10. Once again, they'll run it, and that gains a few. And now they'll try over again on second down. Offense lines up here. They feed it to him one more time. Looking out wide. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Good run that time. It results in a first down, and it moves those chains on the sideline. Keep those chains moving. Tire that defense out.
1st and 10. Back to the ground. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
What a drive this has been. 2nd and 13. Keeps it here. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
The long drive continues. 3rd and a long way to go. The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
And the kick is good for 3.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the...
The 49ers lined up now for a field goal try that can tie the game. The 49ers will look to tie the game up on this field goal try. The kick is good.
Well, it ties things up. That's good for the team, no doubt about it. They drive down the field. They get some positive points out of it by kicking the field goal, but you got to be disappointed, too. To get in that position, not score a touchdown, well, you take what you can get.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Cardinals offense ready now to see what it can do. 1st and 10 out of the eye. Here's the handoff. He's tackled at the 28.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Let's take it from the 28. Handoff made. That's a gain of 6. And we knew, talking with both teams, how much the running game would be a focus today, and for good reason. Here's a running back doing tremendous things out there, as he has all year long.
I think that's what's really incredible. And both teams do exactly what they wanted to do. The offense says we want to run it. The defense says we got to stop it. How about the offense once again overpowering the defense?
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
They're going to stay on the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Gains about 3. Second down following the run. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Gets it again. And that's Rubin in on the stop.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Let's go.
3rd and 4. They call his number once more. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's why they have such a good ground game going. What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Staying with the passing game on first down. He makes the catch. White's there to make the tackle.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Get ready.
Second down and 7. The give. McDonald's in on the tackle.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Offense lines up here. First and goal. Takes it again. White's there to take him down.
The Cardinals know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good solid run that time.
Second and goal from the 5. Looking across the middle. Underneath and incomplete that time.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Over the line. Touchdown. The 49ers will punt the football away. We'll see what he can do here. Gains 14. The Cardinals getting ready now to start their drive. The Cardinals line up in the pistol offense. The Cardinals from the 37. Still got it after the play action. Here's Sanders. That's a gain of 8. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Second down coming up. The Cardinals lined up in the pistol.
Get ready.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's thrown to the ground.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
The Cardinals trying to bounce back after last week's tough loss, and they're doing just that so far. Winning in a close one.
Yeah, you hate that feeling after losing a close game, so you got to find a way to make that play so you don't have that same feeling you had after last week's game.
The Cardinals will punt the football. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. Should be what we call a gimme. For 3.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
'49ers setting up for the kickoff. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Cardinals offense heads on to the field. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Finds his mark, and Rice is brought down. The Cardinals decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
The Cardinals in the pistol.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
First down at the 48. The defense gets the sack. The Cardinals elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap.
Second down here. This will be the last play before halftime.
Get ready.
Keeps it here. Taken down and sacked again.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Cardinals are up here in this one. The 49ers will punt the football away.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
They face first down. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
They're loaded up in the full house formation. 2nd and 9. He takes it on the counter. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long. And they always like to say the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
3rd and 11.
Keeps it on the play fake. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
He's going to try and return this one. He's tackled right at the 36. All set to punt here. He's going to try and return this punt.
Picks up 8 here. The Cardinals offense now marches onto the field.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
There's nothing like big running plays for an offense. It just makes the offensive lineman feel powerful, gives great confidence to the play caller. There's a reason why this guy's in the top 10 rushing yards so far this season.
Get ready.
2nd down and 8. Takes it on the counter.
And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Brings it into his body. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Wide receivers are bunched up.
The Cardinals take it from the 23. Off the right side. In on the stop. Should be an easy one here. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Get ready.
The Cardinals snap it at the 26. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
This offense relies on this running back as much as any offense in the NFL. That's the reason why he's in the top 10 of carries so far this season.
Let's go.
The Cardinals have it at the 34. To the ground. Tackle's made and out of move the chains.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Cardinals official. Right now, all they will say is it's an upper body injury and that he will not be returning. Back to you. And if that's the case, this is the type of injury that can end his season.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Coming up, 2nd down. Offense lines up here.
Get ready.
2nd and 6. Back to the ground. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room.
Another big day for the running back. He came into today's game in the top 10 in the NFL in rushing yards, and he's just adding to those yards. Nice run.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. The Cardinals in the pistol formation. Feeds him again. He's going to the left. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Like we've seen all year long, isn't it? There's a reason why this guy's the top rusher in the NFL. He just every single week finds ways to have games like this. Big yards picked up on that play.
1st down here after the run. The Cardinals come out in the pistol. Setting up screen. Nothing there on the screen as it falls incomplete.
Nice job that time by the defense. Pressure on the quarterback. He does not have time to find an open guy, and it results in an incompletion.
The Cardinals pistol set here. The Cardinals come out in the pistol.
Get ready.
The Cardinals take it from the 43. Hand off. Out to the left. Gains 16. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Cardinals will come out in the pistol. Now 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's back to the ground game.
He just can't hide his talent. There's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
The Cardinals will go with the pistol on this play. 1st down at the 15. They'll run it with him again. Still powering ahead.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. White in on the tackle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
And it's 3rd and 10 here after the run. Marching down the field and taking their time. Gives it to him again. The Cardinals now move the chains. When you define yourself as a running team, which this team does, then it's no surprise to see them continue to make plays on the ground, Phil.
You can't be good at everything. And this team, their bread and butter, what is it? It's running the football. So they determined before the season.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, he's one of the best in the NFL when it comes to finding his way into the end zone.
The 49ers will punt the football away. This punt will be returned. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 30. We're late in the 4th, and the offense is just trying to sit on the lead. Takes it from the eye. They'll mark him at the 34.
If you're going to be in the top 10 in rushing yards for the season, you've got to get big gains. And once again, we see a big gain by this running back who has it all.
The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Let's go.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. 2nd down and 7. Play fake. He'll throw it over the middle. On the money. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. The offense lined up in the full house. Draw.
Another running attempt by the offense, and there's a reason why this running back is in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this season. They love to pound the football.
2nd and short following the run.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. And the tackle is made at the 41. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground. The 49ers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Again, they'll lean on him. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. This will be 2nd down. He'll get it again. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
My man has been a workhorse all season long. He loves to carry the football. The offense keeps giving it to him. Big reason why he's in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this year.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
I give the defense credit here, Jim, because this is a nice job. They knew if they got one first down, it would probably seal the game, and they got it done.
The Cardinals line up in the pistol. The Cardinals will approach this play from out of the pistol.
Get ready.
The Cardinals take it from the 28. Another handoff right back to him. White's there to take him down.
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's late in the fourth quarter. You still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Throws the pass. Makes the reception. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Cardinals signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. This has been a long drive so far. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Catch made. Gains maybe 5. The Cardinals with the timeout. They want to make sure they're on the same page for this final snap. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now. Mounting a serious drive. Keeps it here. Throw to the left. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive.
Memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nantz saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.